Shalom to all my brothers and sisters across this earth of all colors, all backgrounds. I thank you so much for your presence and I thank you for your time. Today I wanted to acknowledge a question that I got today in my email that really sparked an interest in making a short little video. I was asked, why was it that Elohim allowed people to live such a long time in the Torah? And you see that in the Torah, he cuts the lifespan. He says, that's it, 120 years maximum. Why was this the case? And people really wonder, why is that? I mean, it's just not fair, you know. Why can't we live to be 200, 300 years? You know, life is so short. It's a great question. It's an absolutely great question. I look forward to questions like those. When you read the Torah carefully, you see the issues of mankind, the suffering, the violence, the rapes, just abominations. This is why the flood happened, was because Elohim looked down. We see in Genesis chapter 6, we see very clearly that Elohim saw that the evil of mankind was so abundant in the earth. The abominations before him was so massive. The levels of hate and violence and just the worst of the worst was happening. So, of course, we see in the Torah, God basically, at some point, he basically says very clearly, enough's enough. No, they're not going to live this long. 120 years maximum. So what's the answer? The answer, I'm going to try to make it really easy. I like to teach in a way that helps you to understand clearly without all the loogly-googly or big explanations. Let's get down to the bare bones. I want to show you by example. Okay? Think of the worst person or persons that ever existed in mankind history. For example, Hitler and, real bad guys. And I'm sure you can name off some people that you don't like or whatever. Can you imagine if these wicked ones who were responsible for killing, slaughtering people, or worst, imagine if these human beings could live 200, 300, 400 years, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900 years. Can you imagine how much damage people like this can cause on this earth? It's bad enough what they can cause in 120 years, which they barely reach that. God forbid any one of these bad guys lived even to 120 years, the maximum. So there was a reason why God cut the time short for man's existence, because of the evilness of men. Again, it's not a force, it's not a Satan, it's not the Christian viewpoint. It's the point that mankind is corrupt, wicked, evil, and we make choices. And unfortunately, most of mankind makes the bad choices. And if they're good people for a long period of time, the more time they have on the earth, the more time they have to make a choice to change. Maybe turn bad, or maybe be let down. Some people turn wicked or make evil choices because of their life. Maybe they've gotten a short hand in life or been mistreated. So therefore they turn and transform into a bad person or make bad choices. Because of the life changes in their, for example, they lose their family in a horrible car crash. So he's just like, you know what, forget my life. Who cares about my life? Who cares if I kill that person down the street? I lost everything, So you got to think of it realistically. The more time we live on this earth, the more we have to deal with, especially in this time of age. We could definitely relate. You could definitely relate to what I'm talking about in this day and age with all the craziness going on in this world today. So therefore, it was God's will to cut short time. It's too much time, 300, 400, 500, 900 years. Imagine the wickedest people living that long. So that's the real reason why God cut short the time. Because there's too much wickedness, too much evil. We don't want bad guys like that living 900 years. Shalom. Thank you.